my pores are really clean now. I feel like my skin's really clean and fresh. What are you guys using? Maybe you can share with me, you know, make them talk to you basically. Yeah. So yeah, hashtags, what I've learned is hashtags is, it may sound simple, like you just okay lah, 随便啦, skincare, hashtag skincare, or hashtag Atora product, hashtag blah blah blah. But actually it's more than that. If you anyhow hashtag, you may not hit the right target audience. So you have to do your research and check if that hashtag suits your target audience, suits that product that you are marketing, as well as making sure that you don't get lost in the sea of freaking posts, hashtag posts in that hashtag that you are putting on your post.
Great.
Yeah.
So for the benefit of those members, right, who knows not much about Instagram, okay, so basically when you hashtag a word, okay, this hashtag leads you to somewhere, right? It leads you to somewhere.
So for example, I'm a customer or I'm just a user on Instagram. I have acne caused by my mask. I don't know the word mask. Maybe I type in acne. Okay, when you go into hashtag acne on Instagram, you will see a lot of posts.
Millions and millions.
And yes, and if your post doesn't have as much engagement as another brand owner's post, then yours will be lagging behind.
So you will appear at the top, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So, but if you hashtag mask, maskni, okay, which is a term that is created quite recently, right? Maskni. So it will become, instead of millions, it become maybe like tens of thousands.
Yeah.
So your chance of appearing will be much higher. Right? Great. So guys, take note of that. Your hashtag is actually very important. So Stephanie actually said that the norm is actually 26 to 28 hashtags. It's damn a lot, you know. It's damn a lot. So you
actually, if you're just focused on like Ruby Cell Atora, right, then you free time, you just do your research, you know, come up with 3 sets of 26 to 28 hashtags for your post and just interchange lor. Yeah.
I see. Okay. So you can actually just copy and paste and for every post just put it in.
Yeah. Okay. But don't do it for every post. Meaning if you hashtag XYZ post for today's feed, then don't use the same one for the next post. Change it to another set. Because IG algorithm is really very smart. They will pick these things up and they will assume that your account is run by bots. And there's a chance of your account being like suspended or something. Yeah. So be very careful with that.
And be hardworking. Great. That is good advice. Okay, so every post should change, like you said.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Okay. So take a look at the screenshot over there that I did, right? You actually did a video thanking your followers who bought what Ato soap, is it? Is that the one? Or Ato series? So why do you think that you have to do that?
Should be lah. I can't remember.
What do you think that you have to, you know, what makes you do that? Like thank your customers?
Actually, 2 reasons. One, of course, is just to show appreciation. The other reason is to create a hype.
Okay.
To make people think that this freaking product is damn good. A lot of people buying. I want to buy also, you know, create that like FOMO, FOMO feel, FOMO attitude. Yeah. So many reasons are, but more importantly, I think it's always good to show appreciation to your customers. Like I think what Cynthia did recently with her giveaway, I think is really fantastic because you are giving back to your customers who bought from you. You're showing appreciation to them. I think that's one way to build the brand and build you know, that connection with your customers. Yeah.
I think you're right. I think to have a very successful social media account business, right, you really have to spend a lot of time on this interaction with customers. Right? Okay, so you give me a while, Cynthia, are you around, Cynthia? Cynthia?
Yes.
You mean like this one?
What is it, Sushan?
This one, take a look at this page. This is your influencers. So, Stephanie, hold on a while. Now I'm going to go into influencer marketing. Okay. So basically, the importance of influencer marketing. This is one option which all of us we can actually consider. Okay. What is the influencer? Maybe Cynthia, you can come in and just share.
Okay. Because I'm in my pajamas, my hair is in like a mess. Okay, so what I did was I actually started seeding influencers which I am close to, which are also selling things, which are close friends, and also might have like skin problems and so on and so forth. But I have to be very careful because there are some influencers, especially the guy ones when you seed them, actually nothing much comes back. So actually, to be really honest, is just to tap into their audience group so that they will come and follow me. This seeding, I would say that usually you don't seed just like maybe one soap and all that. That's a bit 小气. So what I did was I seeded the whole Arturax series, like the soap, the mist, and the cream back then. If I compare that to actually paying for Instagram marketing, right? Actually, it's more expensive.
Understand. So what Cynthia says as a point, because influencers, we're talking about people with like at least maybe 30,000 to 100,000 K, right? If you imagine if you give them just one soap, what are you going to do?
很难看的, because they're gonna actually repost. You're going to take a picture of your products, right, on a spread, let's say on a flat lay, and then repost it and say, oh, 谢谢美珍姐, or 谢谢 Cynthia, or something like that. And then it's just like, one soap. You know? Nice. Yeah, it's really not nice. So if you want to give, then you cannot be 小家子气. But also, there was, actually I got a bit upset lah, but I think I'm over that lah. But I would say, but when you give someone something, also don't have the expectation that they will post or they would use. So it's a trial and error lah. It's really a trial and error.
Yeah, because these influencers, right, they basically receive a lot of products from other companies as well. Right? Of course, they're expecting something more, right? Because value each of their posts to be at least a few $100s. If I post for you, you know, this is worth maybe a few $100 kind of thing. So that's good advice from Cynthia. Okay. So let's talk about this Xavier, right? This Xavier is also an artist in Singapore. So what is his reaction and why he's so on? You know, do you pay?
Okay. No, I didn't pay him. So what I did with him was very easy because he's selling keto diet proving. So he has actually already a following of people who are buying things. So this is a barter trade that I have with him and a few of the influencers is if any of his customers wants to buy, what I do is I sell him at the member's price and then he makes the profit. Yeah, I'm just being very honest here lah. So he makes a little bit of profit. So actually that helps to motivate him to post for me, so at least he gets something back lah.
That's very good advice. So don't be afraid to go and approach these influencers to do business with them. Okay, they might be looking for extra income as well. You never know.
Yeah, but because they don't want to buy the whole set because they're already part of another something else. Or actually, what you can do is for the other people, you should actually there's no need for you to convert your friends who are maybe in Young Living or New Skin or any. There's no need to. But you know, maybe you want to send them something and ask them to try, and then you work with them another way. Of course, let's say for example, if they are selling skincare, they will never want to sell your skincare lah. So just be more wise in that way. Yeah, selective. So let's say for example, the person is selling Thermomix, right? If you look at Thermomix, is actually 你买一架机器，你就赚一架机器。But how many people actually have that $2,000, $3,000 to buy Thermomix? So these are the people that are also looking for like smaller, marginal things to sell and to make the extra income. So these are the people that you can actually work with and say, okay, I know Thermomix, you know, there are some days that you don't really sell Thermomix. Do you want to help me sell this? And if they are bought already from you, you can actually barter with them that way lah.
I see.
Yeah, so that's what I do with some people, but not all. Right now, I think also the times are really bad, and people you just use the word. I don't think for me right now, I don't want to sell it as you can make big money with MLM, or you can make a lot of money in my mind. I'm not selling this, but I'm trying to tell them, say, hey, do you want to do a bit to actually earn some pocket money while waiting for your next job? Because there's a lot of retrenchment going on, you know, and people might not think of this as a full-time job, but maybe a part-time at the side income. And I'm sure people will not reject a few $100s. Let's say if they can really sell 50 soaps for you, that's quite a bit of money also, you know. 50 times $6, that's about $300. Am I right?
Exactly.
So if you have if you have a pocket money of $300, would you mind doing this? So be open to discuss and not be pushy. I think at this point in time, especially the market, we need to maneuver how we want to recruit our friends or how we want to collaborate with them.
Totally agree. So great. Thanks, Cynthia. So this
Welcome.
is Cynthia that has been giving our product workshop. Okay. So she really made her money basically from Instagram. Okay. You go and follow her at CynthiaCo27.
Yeah.
She has a business account, right? Atorak Heels at Atorak Heels.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I want to add why I actually have that business account is because I was listening to Randy Gage. There was an audio that I was listening to Randy Gage about, and they were saying not to overload your followers, because mine is a personal page. Initially it was a personal page, and I realized, every week I'm saying the same thing, you know. And I also realized, hey, got people unfollow me, shit. So I a bit panicked. And then I started the Atorak Heels, which is also better because then you can actually know who are the target audience, the real genuine buyers, and most of them who are buying are actually following that page. So I swing them over, and then that's the place where I would actually sometimes repost from there also on my personal account, but not too much lah. So now I'm juggling 2 accounts, a bit tough, but I think it's also good to segment everything, to segment everything that way.
Yeah, definitely.
For those who are starting out on social media, I would say use it on your personal account first. Make sure that you are using it, so that you build trust and the relationship with your customers. If you are trying to sell and not use it, I can tell you, you will not get any customers. That's how law of attraction works now.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah. So
great advice.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Okay. So back to you, Stephanie. Okay. So so after the sharing by Cynthia, let's talk about social media tools to use. The tools that you actually use to create your posting and your feed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I mainly use these 2 apps. You can just download it on Apple app. Yeah, so Canva is a tool I use to create my posts, to beautify your posts. It helps you, actually it gives you a lot of templates there as well. So if you're not the creative kind of person, which I'm also not, you can just pick templates that you like and use it as a starting point to create your post or your IG stories.
Is it free? Is it free, Canva?
They have a free version, but for me, I use the paid version because it gives you more templates. It gives you more, what do you call that? The stickers. Stickers. Yeah. So I use paid because for me, I look at it as part of investment in the business lah. Yeah, part of expenses.
So you pay lah. You pay for Canva, right?
Yeah, I pay.
So how much do you spend for a business like that? Roughly.
Pay Canva, I cannot remember leh.
Too rich already, is it? That you never
Paying too many things, cannot remember.
I'm sure it won't cost more than like maybe $20.
I think it's about 20-ish. If I didn't recall wrongly, it's 20-ish. Yeah.
Per month, is it?
Sorry?
Per month, is it? Are you talking about per month?
Monthly.
Month lah, okay.
But you can easily just go on Canva and check the price list lah.
Okay. So let's say it's 168 per year. Okay. So
thank you.
So I think Cynthia is also using that. Let's talk about Planoly. What is this Planoly?
Planoly actually helps you schedule your posts. So like I shared earlier, posting regularly is important, right? But sometimes due to commitments, family commitments or any other commitments that you have, maybe work, you have a day job, you may forget to post at a certain time. Then using Planoly will help you post your content automatically. Yeah, so you create it in advance, you plan it out, you know how your feed looks like, you can schedule it like exactly what time, which day you want to post.
So you can just leave it alone and then it will post by itself.
It will automatically run. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's quite useful.
I mean, apart from Permi, I think there is another app that is called Latergram, which you guys can also explore lah. Latergram is also one tool. Yeah, Latergram.
Okay, great. Guys, so far any questions about the Instagram business account? Anything? No?
I think I saw a question earlier.
Did you? Let's see. Hi Steffi. Yes. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you use any analytics tools to track your audience's preference and info? Yeah. So with the Instagram business account, you can actually go into analytics and look at what they like, and when they look at your, or rather when they go into Instagram and look at Instagram. So with that, of course, I will try to post at times that they are most active. That would probably reach out to them more easily lah. Yeah. So only with the business account you can get the analytics from Instagram.
So business account, you definitely will have to go into Facebook. Am I right? Because Facebook and Instagram are connected.
Yeah, they are connected. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So CP says that in FB Creator Studio, you can also schedule your Instagram posts. Yeah. So in fact,
there are quite a few apps. Yeah. Yes, there are quite a few apps.
Thank you, CP, for that advice. Okay, let's talk about this Facebook ads, right? So for example, for Lizzie, right, who wants to pump a little bit of money. So what does she have to do? Does she have to go into Facebook, sign up as a business account?
I think, when you go into your Instagram, right, sometimes they'll ask you to like boost your post, pay X amount and boost your post.
Yes.
I mean, from what I've learned, I've not done it because I don't run ads. But what I've learned is using that is really useless. So don't waste your money on that. If you really want to go into spending money in ads, right, then do it properly, like using the what's that called? Facebook Business Manager. Yeah, Darren, I think you're familiar with that, right?
Yeah.
So using that, I think there are some analytics that are being broken down for you. I think it's easier for you to reach out to the audience that you want.
Yeah, because previously I run a social media influencer marketing company. So some of the companies that I've worked with actually uses these Facebook ads quite a lot. And they pump, and when we talk about big companies like Coca-Cola and things like that, they actually spend millions and millions of dollars a year on ads on like Facebook and Google Analytics and things like that, because they need to be seen, right? So basically, if you have more money, means you will be seen more, okay? Provided that you pump the money into the right areas, okay? So I think for Instagram ads, right? Because Instagram and Facebook are linked, okay? When you pump on Instagram, you really have to change your Instagram profile to business first. And then from there, you can actually, there's a few options and tools for you to actually pump some money for marketing. But the good advice is that do look into the demographics of your audience. Okay, do not blindly pump. So if you have $10, don't pump $10. Basically, there's a lot of different segments. For example, areas in Singapore. For example, okay, there is like demographics. Are you pumping into age groups? There is like many different things. Okay, so if you identify Atorak, if you identify RubyCell as somebody that a young person wouldn't use, maybe you shouldn't talk so much about on Instagram. Maybe you can take a look at Facebook and see the demographics, because Instagram and Facebook have two different demographics, right? So have to do your own homework and research first on that, right, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Yep. So Stephanie, how much are you going to pump soon? Because you're telling me that you're going to pump money into this. So have you done your research and found out how much do you actually have to pump in order to
actually, I think it's also not the amount that you want to pump in. I think at the beginning you wouldn't know the money that you are pumping in is gonna be effective. You cannot expect it to give you returns immediately. Yeah. So I mean, if you want to budget some money for your ads, then try to keep it low first and build it up later when you actually figure out your target audience and figure out the demographics, like what Darren mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I think I should start doing this soon because 3,000 plus not enough. I need it to be at least 30,000.
Okay. We wish you all the best. So next time when you start talking, you'll be 30,000 soon. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about expanding your business, RubyCell business. Maybe you can give some advice on, do you see a potential for you to actually recruit other online businesses, people like yourself, on Instagram, using this model?
Actually, I think it does help because you never know, one of your customers may just have a side hustle and may want to start selling RubyCell or Artura. Yeah. So, I mean, it's good to have that as an end goal. And enrolling more members under you would definitely build your business exponentially.
Great. Okay, so this is great advice from Steffi. What we are trying to say is that you really have to do your homework. Okay, so this business, okay, RubyCell business doesn't just stop offline. Meaning to say, when you doesn't just have to approach your own friends and talk to them and see whether they want to be, a business distributor, okay, by buying a silver set. No, it doesn't have to work that way. Okay, because right now everything is about social media. Social media equals to money. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So what you can do is maybe you can explore finding online businesses like Stephanie, okay, like Glow Beauty Recipe. Maybe you can speak to them and take a look at their products that they're offering. Okay, they can be multi-brands, it doesn't matter. Okay, if they have an empty spot that may be suitable for RubyCell, maybe that is your cue to go and speak to them. Okay, it doesn't have to be just a one product business. Okay, it can be multi-label business. Okay, so our advice would be to get them to try the product first. Of course, when you speak to these people, you don't expect them to buy a silver set, right? You don't expect them, hey, give me $3,600 and do it. No, you don't have to do it this way, okay? Speak to them about trying the product first, get them to learn and fall in love with the product like how all our members do, okay? Then from there, they themselves as business people, they will know actually how to sell the product themselves because they know their own target audience the best, right? So, but beforehand, before you go and speak to these people, make sure you know your product well. Make sure you know this product well before you go and approach them because they're going to ask you questions like crazy, all right? And then when they ask you questions you don't know answer, you're gonna look them stupid. Right? Okay. So guys, any other questions before we will end our social media workshop today? Any questions for Stephanie? Any questions for myself or Cynthia? Regarding your Instagram business account. Okay, this is the last call. Ding dong. The airport before the last call for boarding the flight. Any questions? No? Okay, so if not, thank you, Stephanie. I think it's really, really nice of you today to come to share with everybody. Even though these people might be your competitors. Right? But thank you very much, Stephanie. I think your advice is very insightful. Okay, and thank you guys for your time this Sunday. I hope that this session has actually give you a little bit insight on how to create a better business account on Instagram to sell RubyCell products as well. Okay, so thank you guys. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you really, really soon. Maybe next on MASG next Wednesday. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks, Stephanie.
Bye.
Thanks, Cynthia.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.